So I want to show you real quickly before we get to showing you some of the tags, the basic structure of every HTML document that you're going to encounter. So the program you see in front of you right now is known as Microsoft Expression, which is the main one we're going to use. I'm going to show you real quickly how when we create a new document, we're going to go do it. We're going to go up to File, go to New, and we have some options here. We have the basic, which is the most frequent, HTML, which is what we'll use mostly. We're also this semester going to use a little CSS and JavaScript. These other ones I'll talk about in Web 2. We're going to just open up an HTML document, and I want to just real quickly go over what you see right here in front of you. This very first line talks about the standards of HTML and how we are following them. Pretty much it's saying this document abides by the rules, which the web editor will allow us to see if we break those rules throughout. For example, if I create a bunch of tags outside of the head and body, which I'll talk about in a minute, see how we get the little red squiggly line underneath? That means we broke a rule. So we don't want to do that. So that's why that's there. And that is the same thing going on in line 2, which is the HTML opening tag, meaning that that is where our document physically begins, the HTML document. Notice how it has a little bit more after it, the XMLNS. That is continuing with the rule piece there, that particular extension piece. But I want to show you that even though we're going to be putting other text after the initial tag to say what it is, when we go to close it, which in this case their closing tag happens in line 13. Notice the slash in front of HTML. It doesn't have the rest of the information. When we open something, for opening tags and single tags, we can put additional descriptions and attributes in there that make it unique. But we do not put it with the closing tags because that would get way too messy. Close tag simply closes it up. So we have on line 2 our opening HTML tag, which has some other descriptions in it. And in the closing tag, we have the line 13. Closing tag in line 13. I apologize, I had a phone call here from Google trying to get me to buy an ad. Now notice the head tag. We have our HTML tags broken up into two sections here. Our HTML document in the two sections. The head tag and the body tag. The head tag is actually on top like the head is. And you see it starts opening tag on line 4, closes on line 7. Within our head, let's think about what's in our physical head a second. That would be, hopefully, our brains. If we use our brains, which we all do, the brain dictates what goes on to the rest of our body. When our fingers move, hands move, if we go to swing a baseball bat, eat food, our brain controls all of those motions. The head here does pretty much the same thing. It is not just controlling, though, it's controlling the body, which is the main thing that we're going to focus on right now. It controls the body, but it can also control the browser, how a search engine sees the website, and many more. There's many more things it can do, but the main thing I'm going to worry about this semester are the body, the browser, and the search engine, how it works with those. And you'll see this throughout the course, especially when we get into CSS and JavaScript. Inside of the body, think about our physical bodies a second. We have all these bones, skin, muscles, etc. that without our brain telling it what to do, really wouldn't work too much. So we can have in our body here text, images, links, tables, forms, etc. Anything we really want to show up, we can put inside of the body, which will work great as it is by itself early on, but then once we get more sophisticated, we can create code that works in the head and creates the body to do different things. That can be very confusing. Know for right now that the majority of the code we are going to be typing occurs in the body, and that we are building the body so that the head can control it. So again, the three main parts of an HTML document are HTML, head tags, and body tags. One last thing I'll point out. Notice how the head and the body are separate. There is nothing combining the head and the body. Keep thinking of your own body and do not mix them up.